Hello, and welcome to Pandora Astrology's monthly horoscope for Pisces. I'm Jamie Kale Miller.
And I'm Julia Mijas. And hey there, Pisces. I want to talk about money for you this month. Now, Ceres is retrograde, Ceres being the money asteroid, and this is all happening in your 11th house. This is a house of network. So if you make any money through your client contacts, through networks of any kind, or any groups in your life, this is a time of reviewing those systems and seeing if they are really supporting you financially enough. This is also the house of hopes, wishes, and dreams. So maybe you're reviewing your financial goals to get you closer to those dreams that you want in the future. Now, on July 5th, we have Financial Crisis Day. It's happening for everyone. For you, it's happening between your 11th and 5th house. That's when Ceres is retrograde, and it's exactly opposed to the sun in the 5th house. So the 5th house is a house of speculation. It's a house of high risk investment. It's also a house of gambling. So you could be seeing whether any of your high risk speculative ventures are in any way supporting you or could potentially support you enough in those long-term goals of yours. So a lot of review, and this might not be the time of investing in them, but really just taking a close look at them. Also on July 5th, we have a new moon in Cancer that's happening in your 5th house, also opposite Ceres in the 11th. So again, that 5th, 11th house dynamic is really, really lit up for you this month. How do some of your higher risk investments or even any gambling you might do they threaten, do they support your hopes, wishes, and goals for the future? The planet that rules your 2nd house of money is Mars. He's in the 3rd house most of the month. So this could be a time, since the 3rd house represents communication, it represents writing. Maybe there are ways of making money through writing, communication, even teaching, which is also represented by the 3rd house. Then Mars enters your 4th house of family and home on July 20th. So that might be a time where either you get money from your family, but Mars is a little bit contentious, so maybe not, or a way that you could make more money from home. And Chiron is also going retrograde in your 2nd house of finance. Chiron might be bringing up old wounds as well as feelings of inadequacy and self-worth around money that you might need to address and heal now. And I know Jamie has some things to tell us about relationships and career for you, Pisces.
Yeah. Venus and the Sun start this month in your 5th house, which is a house of light, fun relationships, playmates, if you will, people that you enjoy hanging out with and that where you do fun things together. Now, that can be, of course, a spouse or a long-term committed relationship, or it could be the start of something new and exciting, but which might not last. So while Venus and the Sun are in the 5th house, you have a better chance of attracting a new relationship. And also, you should definitely, if you have a committed partner, get out there and have some fun with them. Venus is going to be in your 5th house until July 11th, and the Sun will be there until July 22nd. So it is covering quite a bit of the month. Juno is now direct and fast in your 7th house, and you're probably aware of this from watching our horoscopes in prior months. Juno is the asteroid goddess of committed relationship, and she loves being in your 7th house, helping you to untangle relationship issues and challenges that have come up since as long ago as last November. But now things are all untangled and moving forward again, which can feel great. And Juno comes into a lovely trine with Uranus later in the month, in like the last half of the month. Uranus representing tribe, community, the people of like mind that you feel a sense of belonging with. And so the second half of the month is a really good time to, with your partner, go out and hang out in community that you share, or go to those communities and keep your eye open for whether there's anybody there who is a partner prospect for you. Um, Mercury, which is the ruler of your 7th house, and draws you to people who are intelligent and rational and logical and thoughtful, enters into your 7th house late in the month on July 25th, bringing you into possible conversations with people that you could partner with, or bringing up some great conversations with people that you are partnered with. So it brings more communication to that relationship zone. So let me turn now to the career zone and go back earlier in the month, because Mercury actually spends much of the month, the earlier part of the month, in your 6th house, which is the zone of the job. the job and the job environment. Mercury brings a lot of your intellectual capacity and can be wonderfully stimulating for communication and for logistics and ideas. And this is a great transit for things going smoothly on the job for you. And Mercury will be in your sixth house from July 2nd to the 24th. Venus comes into your sixth house July 11th and stays there till the end of the month. And Venus tends to make your job a sweeter atmosphere and make you more relatable and more personable on the job while she's in your sixth house. So that could be really nice. The sun then enters your sixth house on July 22nd. And wherever the sun goes, it brings the light of attention. So you can be shinier in that arena, in the arena of your job when the sun is there. And you can be more expressive and take on more leadership roles while the sun is there. So that really lights up the work arena and can potentially, just bring such nice attention to you in the work arena. And then the last thing I want to mention is there's a full moon coming at the end of the month on July 21st. That's happening in your 11th house in the sign of Capricorn. And the 11th house is a house of networking for your career, building your client base or your customer base or growing your Rolodex. And the full moon can bring a lot of attention to that. And it might be a time to send out a really strongly emotionally connecting newsletter or an email blast right there around July 21st later on this month. Find our site at pandoraastrology.com to get a reading with one of us, and find us on Patreon for workshops and classes. And we'll see you around the cosmos.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.